Hello everyone, my name is Natraj and I'm a faculty for UPSC Civil Service Preparation. With prelims around the corner, around 40 days, let's talk about some simple yet effective strategies that can help you increase your odds of clearing this exam. Especially those strategies that many good students tend to overlook as well. This was actually part of a class lecture for the students who had enrolled in my UPSC mentorship program. But however, we've opened this up for the rest of you as well. So without any further delay, let's get started with today's agenda.
The agenda for today's video is going to be what you as an aspirant can do and should do in the last few days before your prelims. So let's talk about that. You have these last minute jitters and all of that, and that is natural. But the first thing that you need to understand is that you've done enough, right? I think we have given you guys close to 60 paper 1 tests, okay? And let us say 10 to 15 paper 2 tests, right? 3 tests for paper 2 would suffice unless you're weak at paper 2. Similarly, when we give you around 60 of these tests, we are under the assumption that not everyone will take all of them. Okay, you will fall ill, you lost some motivation, you've lost some, there's something that is always going to be there. But if we give you 60 and you take up 30, okay, you're still 15 more than what we think or we feel you probably need. Okay, so most of you have done 25, 30, 40, 45. Okay, some of you have even done 60, all 60, right? So don't worry about this thing because you don't know what it takes to sort of clear this exam. So we try to push you as much as possible. Okay. And we've pushed you. So even if you've been able to go 60%, 70% of it, you are good to go. Now, the point is, it is only natural. Okay. It is only natural that you will have these last minute jitters. Okay. Despite the fact that you've been taking these tests every single Tuesday and Thursday and Sunday. Okay. Sunday used to be anthropology or optional tests, but at least for the last 2.5 months, you've been having 3 days of prelims tests, right? So 9:30 to 11:30 is not something new to you, right? You have been used to something. But however, despite all of that, when this exam is finally staring, okay, you in the eye, it is going to feel this way. After clearing many prelims, when I had to walk into my prelims exam, I don't know why, even I used to feel the same thing, right? I'll be like, you had like 25 marks more last year, 20 marks more last year. But, I'll still walk into that exam hall hoping that, hope everything goes well. Okay. Hope everything goes well. So there is like still like 1%, 2%, maybe even 49%, this feeling that, okay, it really depends on how we perform in those 2 hours. And that is true. Okay. You have done the part, but now it depends on how we perform in those 2 hours. Right. So let's face it. Even if you have these last minute jitters, I have told you that you guys have done enough, more than enough. Okay. You should be okay. Okay, all of you, even if your last test scores have been 60s and 70s and 80s, right? It does not necessarily matter. When I had some of the highest scores that year, my last test gave me a score of 68 or something like this. 68 is not bad. I would have taken it happily, right? And my final score was 146 or something like that. And this was 2 weeks before. But what really set me off was 2 things. One thing is it was all India ranking sort of a test that I had taken. So in that, they placed me at around 8,000 rank. 4,000 in general category are going to get selected throughout the country when 5 lakh people write. With around 15,000 to 18,000 people, how many ever wrote, I ended up getting 8,000. So pretty much, like I just could not, wrap my head around like how on earth could this happen. Couple of days, I just, sort of meandered around thinking what next. But then I forgot that, I had already written prelims a few times and, it's now going to be, but I just fought for it. Okay. Whatever time is there, let's just do our best and then see. Okay. Another thing was that I had another friend who scored 120 something. Now that always bothers you, right? How on earth can, 2 people who are similar level of, knowledge and awareness, why is it that I am not doing great? So self-doubt is sort of natural. Don't worry so much about this. Let's focus on what you should do in the next few days. Next few days is still a lot of time, right? But you're not going to be able to revise anything and everything that you have in mind. Okay. And it's not possible also, right? And my suggestion is, please remember, you don't have to revise everything that you have done in the last 3-4 months. Now, you might think that this is counterintuitive, right? Why exactly am I saying this? Because primarily you want to hear me say that, whatever you have done so far, try to go through it. The reason I'm telling you this thing is that it is not going to be possible, and thinking that it is going to be possible, do not sort of, raise that level of, that kind of feeling that, I have not done enough, I'm not doing enough. There is still plenty more to do. How much ever you do in this time, it is still going to feel like it is not enough. Okay. Why exactly do you feel like you have to do everything when you've already been doing this thing for the last 3.5 months, 4 months, right? What is it that you think you lack? See, generally this level of self-doubt will always be there, right? Self-doubt, even, if you've been getting 120 in your full length test, 140 in your full length test, self-doubt is always there, right? Because it depends on what you do in those 2 hours. In those 2 hours, if you have a headache, trust me, you are not you. Okay, there will be definite difference in score. If you're hungry, if you have a tummy ache, if you're just not, your mind is not there, it is going to be difficult. So when you ask yourself, will I be able to remember all that X and Y's and Z's that I've been reading, all the test series solutions that I've been reading, all the Lakshmikant chapters that I've been reading, all of that, even if you do it now, okay, or you're not able to do it now, it is not going to matter as much. It is not going to matter as much, because what has to be done is already done. It already is done. Okay, your fate is sealed. Okay, and I mean that in the most positive manner, right? Because this exam is not just about, some sort of factual memory test, right? It is not just a memory test. So don't prepare thinking that, I'm not able to remember this, I'm not able to remember that. Give the questions UPSC asks, okay, and you can look at this in previous year question papers. No need to bother right now, but I'm just telling you this thing, okay? It is about your presence of mind. Is your mind fresh? Is it confident? Are you going with the spirit that, hey, bring it on, okay, I'm going to face you? If you bring something like this, okay, your ability to sort of analyze, your ability to sort of put in some logic and reasoning and then try to come out with a solution will be a lot higher. And a lot of the questions are becoming more like this. It is not going to be very direct and factual sort of a question. Okay, so even if you're not going to be able to finish all of that factual things that you have in mind for yourself, it is not going to be much of a big deal. But through so many of these tests, you've sort of developed the art of sort of eliminating options, trying to reduce from 4 options to 3 options, 3 options to 2 options. Okay, if it's a regulator, okay, can the regulator be within that ministry? Should it be an outsider's body? This sort of general awareness starts kicking in, and that has already happened over the past 3 to 4 months. So it is not a memory test that is going to sort of challenge you as much. And if it is a memory test, the options will be sort of not so close that you will be able to eliminate and come out with a better answer. Okay, so you will be fine. Trust me on this. Look at this one SNT question, and I believe this is from 2020, last year, I believe. Oh, sorry, it's from 2019, and one of you had sent it to me recently. RNA interference, RNAi technology has gained popularity in the last few years. Why? See, now let us say that it has been in the current affairs. I don't know if it had been in the current affairs, I don't recall. But had it been in the current affairs, great. But this is a question that nobody knew this answer, right? So it's one of those kind of questions. But look at this now. Okay, now I know what is RNA interference. Okay, you will see questions like this. Let's say this is a basic bio. Now look at the options here. Is it used in developing? It is used in developing gene silencing therapies. It is used in can be used in developing therapies for treatment of cancer. It can be used to develop hormone replacement therapies, and it can be used to produce crop plants that are resistant to viral pathogen. Your mind cannot be that, I don't remember studying this. Did I read this? What is the answer, right? No, it is not about this, studying for 21 hours a day, 20 hours a day, and remembering things. Here, you have to have a very fresh mind. Okay, even if, you have not studied in the next 2-3 days, you will still be fine. Why? Look at these sort of questions. If you can develop cancer therapies, why not hormonal? Hormones have nothing to do with genes at all, is it? Is the kind of question. Now you think about this. You try to solve this. If you are sort of cool, okay, and again, the disclaimer is that, at that particular point, nobody knew it. Okay, many don't read too carefully. They tend to go with all of the above. Science may all of the above. Can, yeah, maybe it does happen. See, but if you are in your peak conditioning, okay, presence of mind is there, freshness is there, and you are like, hey, let me try to see what was the best answer. So you think you're in your mind, okay, maybe everybody's going for all of the above. It does not necessarily matter to me, but for me, option C seems a little odd. Okay, reason through that. Okay, why is it the odd one out? Reason through and eliminate options with confidence, because your mind is fresh, you're confident, and you and your mind are having fun with these kind of challenges. See, for instance, if any of you guys remember, when did we talk about hormone therapy, hormone replacement therapies and things like that? Do you remember we talked about in menopause, when after 45-50, women, the estrogen levels are falling, so they have these symptoms like hot flashes and vaginal dryness and things like that, right? So then we had talked about hormone therapy, hormone replacement therapy, right? So in that, you must have remembered, or at least I don't know if you remember this from class, we talk about estrogen pill, estrogen patches, maybe like the topical estrogen that, sort of apply like creams and gels and sprays, right? Sometimes in your arm, sometimes it could be like a vaginal sort of a cream, tablets. So that is something that is topical, that is something that is outside. So why do you have to sort of have a silencing of that particular gene, right? But the rest of them, let us say that there is some problem, you can sort of silence that and then still be able to, let's say there's a gene that probably, or the group of genes that are going to cause cancer, okay, silence them, great. Okay, so things of that nature, okay, this just seems to stand out, and then you can get to that particular answer. So even if you don't know, if you have that freshness in your mind, I think you have a better chance with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 questions, right? So it does not necessarily matter. Okay, what is more important is that you do not worry so much about, the current affair booklets are still pending. I have done only 1 revision of this, 2 revisions of this, does not necessarily matter. Okay, doesn't necessarily matter. If somebody is, if you've heard many of these stories that, somebody was 2 marks on this side of the border, somebody was 1 mark on the other side of the border, right? You have a much better chance, okay, not by finishing all of these things in the last minute, right? But by relaxing and trying to keep your mind cool. Presence of mind, freshness of your mind, this will probably aid you a lot. So just accept the fact that it is not going to get done. Okay, accept the fact that it is not going to get done. Even if you plan today saying that, okay, I have next 4 days to sort of, go all 20 hours and I'm going to be well prepared for this exam, it is better you don't do that. So my suggestion is, it is okay if you don't recall who Bina Das is from modern history. It is okay if you don't remember which soil is poor or rich in what. So for instance, if I say laterite soil, okay, you don't have to tell me, if you don't have to sort of remember that, nitrogen is poor, phosphorus is poor, calcium is poor, organic matter is poor, lime is poor, silica is poor, humus, okay, content. It does not necessarily matter. It does not matter which vulture species do you remember, whether it's critically endangered or whether it is endangered. Neogaya. I mean, many of these things are there. And in fact, there are 99 other points that I can raise here that you probably will not be able to recall. What are the chances of these sort of questions, coming and stumping? Right? But there are, a good chunk of 30 plus questions that you will find that will probably require a lot more logical and reasoning ability. Okay, so just tell yourself that even if these things are not done, I will be fine. Okay, you will be fine. Trust me, you will be fine. Do you guys remember who's appointed by the president by warrant under his hand and seal? It does not matter. Honestly, it does not matter. But let us say there is a question something like this. Okay, Public Accounts Committee. Let's say you don't recall that page really well. It's just not flashing in front of your mind. There's an option that says that, okay, the number of members are 22, which is 15 and 7, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, or it is like 29 with 22 and 7. You're not able to sort of be, but generally, you don't see such crazy factual kind of questions. Okay, but if there is a question something like this, you don't remember this. But if there is a point saying heads of these sort of committees, or the head of this particular committee are ministers, okay, and you're not able to recall, you should be able to use logic to sort of say no. Why is it no? The whole point of having these committees is for the legislature to sort of, ensure executive accountability. This is an opportunity for the legislature to sort of look at what the executive has done and sort of make comments on it. And if they're not doing it well, then hold them to account. Obviously, so in these sort of bodies, you cannot, it defeats the purpose if you have somebody that is a minister, somebody who is an executive. See, this is something that is more about logic. Okay, if you have a fresh mind, if you've like slept well, if you're relaxed from now itself, thinking that you're not going to be able to finish anything that you want in the next 4 to 5 days, even if you plan 20 hours a day, okay, this sort of a mindset, I think, will sort of help you a lot more. Okay, this sort of thing is going to help you a lot more. And you can trust me, because even UPSC is not looking for, it's not a memory test anymore. Okay, they're not looking for somebody who can just memorize and study for 18 hours a day, but they're looking for somebody who has a basic level of understanding of the world around them. Okay, basic environment and science and tech applications and basic economics, right? For instance, if we talk about cess, right? Cess goes to state or center, right? Anybody who's been reading the news, you will know that the states complain about, many of the revenue streams that are coming in the form of cess, right? And that goes to the center. Okay, so using this sort of a logic, you'll be able to get many of your answers right. So I think that you can happily sort of relax. Okay, whatever you get done from now, okay, all the way till the exam is a bonus. If you're able to do it, great. Okay, if you're able to do it, great. Okay, if not, just think that you have done it for the 3.5 months, 4 months. That will come to your aid. But many of those sort of basic factual memory kind of questions is not going to stump you in the exam. And even if they are, the options are not going to be. For instance, there are some exams in which the options will be 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.4. Right? For that requires a different kind of preparation. Here, it will not be of that sort. Right? So be ready for analytical sort of this one. And I think you guys will be quite ready. Okay, so utilize this 4 or 5 days in the best possible manner. Relax quite a bit. Believe that you have done whatever it takes in the next in the last 3.5 4 months, and that I believe, and you should also believe, that you have done more than enough, and hence you are actually going to be writing mains. You are going to be writing mains, right? Even if your score is like 50s and 60s, it does not necessarily matter. You've put in that effort. Some of these practice tests are sort of very difficult. Okay, so it does not matter what you have done there. What matters more is that you relax. Okay, take all of these things with a freshness of your mind, and think according to me, which would be the best possible answer, best possible choice here. Okay, I believe that B cannot be, D cannot be. It is between A and C. A, I'm not 100% sure, but C seems a lot more realistic. I'm going to go with C. That's perfect. More often than not, this will be the best possible answer for you. And do that for 100 questions, you will be set. Okay, so that is what I would suggest that you do now.
We hope that you found this video to be useful. For any further guidance, please feel free to reach out to us. You'll find the details given below in the description. And finally, don't forget to subscribe. Also click on the bell icon for further notifications as well. If you found this video to be useful towards your preparation, if it added value to your preparation, please give it a like and also share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.